All right, we're back, and I was able to do it. I was able to upload at least the first half hour, pretty much everything up to the online music collaboration part. I was able to upload, so hopefully we'll see that on YouTube by the end of the show. That'll be pretty cool if I can get some VODs up during the show. Awesome. All right, so let's see. Let's continue the music collaboration part. Anything else left to say on it? Any other ideas? Are you just going to keep pumping out ideas and posting them kind of like in your blog?
I could, or I could work more with this one. I'll say, fuck, man. Can you give me some...
Dude,
calm the fuck down?
Gotta go with this shit, man.
I'm working on... I've got my dust review that I'm still, like, working on. It's taking me a long fucking time. This shit's hard work, man. God damn. Can you get off my back?
Come on, man. Jeez, what are you doing all day? Jeez.
I know, man.
Fucking A. No, but I think you should. I think you should do a bunch of... Just have a bunch of ideas, right? Because you know how music making is. Like, you can't just concentrate on one thing. You kind of have to throw a net and then...
No, I'm a very borderline autistic person. If I want to do something, I have no problem sitting and doing it like 8 hours a day. Why do you think I play League and StarCraft so much?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, music making, you know, it's like a hit or miss thing. So it's, you know, if you throw out a bunch of ideas, right, and work on them at the same time, then you'll have some finds, and a lot of them are just not gonna work out, right?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
But very cool, very cool. So Henry, or Trio, any good questions from the viewers out there?
Yeah. So the first one is about the Snowden case.
Oh God, fuck.
I was just wondering if there was just like an update, and it was intriguing last time. Maybe Chanman, what's your stance on it still?
My stance on it? Oh shit. I mean, my stance on, again, it's like my stance on it before was just that, you know, I don't agree with what the NSA is doing, but part of me is just I think at the time I was saying that it wasn't, you know, it's just like I'm so busy, like we're just so busy with all our stuff. It's just like giving a ton of thought to it.
Why didn't the NSA stop the Boston bombings, bro?
Yeah, well, okay, true. But
damn.
Okay, so anyways, like my thoughts on the Snowden thing is that I think he was right in doing what he did. You know, I think that's fine. I didn't like the fact that he I didn't like the fact that he was starting to talk about even, you know, just leak some things that we've been doing, like spying on, you know, China and that sort of thing. I'm not a huge fan of him leaking things that are going to actually hurt our country.
So are you saying that you, as a Chinese man, are partial to what the American does to China?
No. It has
There's
nothing.
reasons
It could be
why people like you can't be the president.
No. I mean, it doesn't have to be China. It could be anybody else. But I'm just not a fan of him, you know, because what I care in the end is just how, you know, just us as a country. You know, I don't want us being hurt in any way too. So I think some of the things, I'm not sure even why he necessarily did it. He doesn't have to leak that kind of information out if he doesn't. You know, it's not very productive in any way. So him leaking that, I wasn't too fond of that, but I think, you know, everything he's done so far is fine. I mean, I think it is fine. Unfortunately, he's you know, been charged with espionage, and he's in Ecuador now.
Whoa! He's been charged under the Espionage Act.
Under the Espionage Act, right? Under the Espionage Act, and he's in Ecuador. Actually, has he made it to Ecuador, guys? I mean, I know that's where he was trying to seek asylum, but I'm not, you know, I think maybe.
Yeah, but they're waiting for the filming crews together so they can film the epic escape. It's gonna be like the sickest documentary ever. Exactly. I mean, eventually he'll probably. We're sending Jason Bourne to bring him in.
Oh man, but it was fun. It was interesting seeing some of the articles about it. I think after the last show we did, there were some senators that were, you know, that were privy to a lot of information that we aren't, and some of their reactions were like, "Oh my God, there's like so much shit that you don't like, basically the public doesn't know about. It's like crazy how much stuff." So yeah, it's kind of scary in that regard, but yeah. So I don't know. It's not that much different. Just that, you know, I think that NSA should, you know, there are better ways of going about it than the way that they are doing it. So more democratic ways of doing it in some ways, like. You know, before it was just like we were under the impression that they only asked for information whenever they, you know, there was they suspected anything, right? Like, I think everybody's was okay with that. Like, if there was a suspect that was potentially a terrorist, them going and asking Google for all their activity on Google, for instance. I mean, I think almost everybody's okay with that, but definitely not keeping tabs on us all the time, like like they're kind of doing right now. So, I don't know, Steven, what do you think? Anything changed with you?
No, my opinions are still the same.
Yeah.
All
right, Trio, what's next?
Moving on. Here's a question. Nobody owns football or any other sport. If esports is the popular entertainment of the future, then what ramifications does it have that it will be controlled by various private corporations with profits on their agenda?
I mean, I think we've talked... have we talked about it on this show? I know I've talked about a lot on Climbing the Ladder, but have we talked about this yet on the show?
I don't know.
I mean, the ramifications is that publishers will always have they'll have another motive, right? We're always gonna wonder that. For the most part, they are, because these people are in esports for the most part to help their revenues, help sales generation, that part. At least for right now. Maybe eventually, the spectator side of esports will generate enough revenue that they that will be their main priority in regards to games. But right now, it's all about selling more copies and getting more users and that sort of bit. So, it plays a big factor in growing esports right now, because I think different decisions might be made in regards to features and that sort of bit. And also that just more resources would be dedicated to just to the esports side of things, right? Like Blizzard right now. I mean, they have a lot of titles that are going right now, and a lot of their engineers probably aren't working on the esports side of things. So I think that's one of the ramifications. In the end, too, it's like we were already running into IP issues, right? So Blizzard controls the IP. Like, they could shut all of us down at any time they wanted to from a content producing standpoint. So that's always something that hangs over his head.
Aren't all of the major organizations in the United States that are responsible for being the boards of these sports non-profits, though? Like, they're not companies that own the rights to the IP? For instance, the NFL is a non-profit organization that doesn't own the rights to football. So
nobody owns the rights to football.
I know. American football, sorry.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be like Blizzard, that's like the esports council or whatever.
I mean, they don't have to be the... I think ideally, the publisher wouldn't be the esports commission, right? It would be some other governing body, but right now, it just makes the most sense, just given the capital and everything that's in esports, that the publishers take over, because they have the most money right now. I mean, unless we're just waiting for some third party with a ton of money to come in, which who knows will happen or not, right? So in regards to the NFL, I mean, they have no choice. There's no situation. Nobody owns football. Nobody owns tennis or baseball or basketball. I mean, it's just a sport that's that's basically open, right?
Yeah.
And that's why esports is such a different beast in itself, is because no developer will ever remove themselves from their content. And I don't know what we'll do. I don't think it's gonna hurt, or I mean. It's probably harder, but it's just a totally different beast, so it's hard to compare it to other sports.
Destiny, could you tell us about your tournament disqualification?
So we played against this Saga team with TDVSMXSTD team. I don't know what the fuck all the letters were. We played the first game, and it kind of felt like I was just taking Nathan to the park. You ever take your little kid to the park? You walk him down to the park, you push him, you take him home, and that was pretty much like game one was taking Nathan to the park. Then we got home, and then after that game, they were like, well, we're going to swap out 3 members on our team. We're like, what? So they had 5 people, and they're like, okay, these 3 are going to go. We're bringing in 3 new people. It's like, no, you can't fucking do that. Like, you can have 1 sub if you want, but you can't just switch your whole fucking team, like, because you lose a game. Like, it doesn't work that way. Like, what the fuck?
10-man rotation, man. 10-man rotation.
It's not how it works. And so, they hop off. They only swap out one person. We get into the queue again to do champ select, and then one of their people disconnects. Like, whatever. We remake the game. They reconnect. Then we go through champ select again, and we play. And their new AD carry, who was the same guy as before, was a lot fucking better than he played the most recent game. It would kind of be, it'd be the difference between like watching me lift weights and watching like Arnold Schwarzenegger lift weights. Okay, like the worlds apart in difference. It was absolutely amazing. And when the game finished, I just mentioned it on Skype. I was like, you know, that last game, I'm not trying to say anything, but that last game, like, the AD carry disconnected, and he played a lot fucking better than he did the game before. And after I said that, Scar looked at the VODs, and he was like, well, let's compare his ping to the game in the game before. And so he had 90 ping the first game, and he had 20 ping the second game. You can't make a ping jump like that. Like, but no, nothing can happen to do that. So that alone was kind of like proof that, okay, well, this is some shit is going down. We looked through his stats. He was like 0-2 on Misfortune games. He had only played like 2 games of MF and ranked, and he played MF that game against us and played her amazingly. And then we looked at his summoner spells, and for like 250 games in a row, he had Flash on F, and just for this game, he decided to throw Flash on D. And it was like, and at the end of all of it, so we go to start up the third game, and they're like, hold on 1 second. And so, like, we're just kind of talking a little bit in the tournament. The other team is, like, dead fucking silent, and they don't say anything for, like, 30 minutes while the judges or whatever go through, like, what the proper course of action is and whatnot. And then eventually they're like, we apologize, or blah, 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 but since you guys have been found to be breaking the Summoner's Code, we're disqualifying you from the tournament. And then, like, all 5 of them just, like, leave the lobby without saying a single fucking thing. And, yeah, it was pretty funny.
So he got disqualified pretty
yeah,
quickly after that.
And apparently that team got disbanded afterwards because the manager had stepped in to cast, like, one of the games. And he casted, I think, like, that game, or maybe a game before. And he was not happy that that happened.
What, that they got caught, or that they switched?
That they fucking cheated.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they cheated for, like, a relatively small tournament. Like, it's like, I think, $300 for first place between 5 people. Maybe not even that much, but, like, to cheat for that? Like, Jesus, man.
Dude. So how'd y'all do?
I don't know. We played the finals, actually, probably after this show.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah,
Who
dude. It'll be my first big league tournament. What?
Who do y'all play against?
I don't know. Some asshole team that's probably going to kill us, but we'll see.
So who's on your team anyways? I haven't seen you play.
A bunch of assholes that I don't care about. I'm just kidding. There's a guy named Who's Legend that plays support. We get along well. There's Chris, Coptic, who jungles. There's Dusty, who plays mid. And then there's some other guy that plays top. Oh, we have, like, some random dude that plays top who's been playing with us for, like, 4 games.
Oh my god! Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, really cool. And $300 tournament split 5 ways.
Yeah, and even if we lose this week, we win RP. Hell yeah.
Okay, all right. Hell, RP is just as good, man.
Hell yeah.
Just as good. Good deal. Trio, what's next, man?
What do you guys think when Google Fiber comes out? I've read that the top internet providers are basically monopolizing the industry and giving people relatively crappy internet service for a good buck. How do you think these companies will respond?
The way that it works is, if you have a regional monopoly, you have no reason to respond to Google unless you really think they're going to move into your neighborhood. So Google Fiber opening in all the places there is okay, but it's not like it's going to make anybody in Washington or California change the way that they do internet because they don't have any threat of Google Fiber moving in. However, some places nearby Google Fiber places have finally started to pick their shit up. I know that Cox is picking their shit up a lot. Hopefully, as Google Fiber continues to kind of spread and other fiber options come up, like Fios is getting a lot more widespread.
Yeah.
There's even like CenturyLink or somebody is opening up like Fios in Omaha. Hopefully,
is Fios that good? I thought Fios was kind of slow at this point. No.
I mean, it's parallel connections, 40-40, 50-50.
I know, but yeah, I guess it's still going to be good compared to Google Fiber, though. Okay, yeah, Fios is definitely
technically. If we're talking real world results, you're going to get the exact same connection from a 50-50 line as you are from a gigabit line. Just because having a gigabit line from Google is pointless because you're always limited by the slowest router you're connected to and whatever chain of shit you are to connect to a server. Like, just because you have a gigabit internet connection doesn't mean you're going to be downloading at gigabit speeds, you know, because you're still limited by the upstream of whoever you're connected to.
Yeah. But still, the ups are it's still going to be pretty damn good. But Yeah, so good. I mean, I don't. It's going to take so long. I mean, for Google Fiber to actually be in enough areas for it to warrant being common, just mainstream. So
Sure.
I don't know. We're so far from that. I mean, it takes. That's why all these telecom companies and IP different internet providers and stuff. That's why they make so much money. It's because it's so hard to do, right? It's so hard to physically put in all that wiring. And so we're a long ways from that.
Maybe. Like I said, let me find it. Hold on. I'm sorry, I keep talking.
It would be awesome if we could get crazy speeds with the different spectrums. That would be freaking ideal. But I don't know.
I don't know how true this number is, but like I've read places like the amount of money that you make, like the profit margin is absolutely insane. This site's 97% is the profit margin that ISPs make. So I don't think it would hurt them to reinvest a little bit into better infrastructure, but
well, I mean, again, like you were saying, they're not going to do it until they have to do it.
Yeah, no,
right?
that's kind of sad, no?
It is sad, but unfortunately, it's only one organization that's really pushing it, which is Google. So yeah, it's pretty sickly. If you see the revenues of ISPs and again, just kind of going to telecom companies too, it's sickly. Like how much money they make. Like they can make mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake and still make hundreds of millions of dollars. So it's crazy how it is. All right, Drew.
What do you think about Razer potentially sponsoring KT, a Casper team, and potentially Flash?
I guess. I don't know. I don't care.
I don't have much of I mean, they seem to be sponsoring a lot of things.
Yeah, Razer kind of sponsors everybody.
Yeah, so why not Korean players too? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have much opinion on it outside of that.
Alright. I think that's all the Reddit questions.
I see one here on Twitter. It's what's one sponsor would you like to see get involved into esports?
Ooh.
Really? I want to see an airplane people get into
That
it.
would be awesome. Yeah, I remember Mark said that a long time ago, and Mark Faraz, the CEO of Quantic at the time, that would make a lot of sense. Even if it was just for plane flights, right? It wasn't even monetary. Like, wasn't much of a monthly, bundle of cash like every month. It would be great if it was just that the players got to travel for either cheap or free. I mean, that would be amazing.
Definitely.
I mean, they had an OSL in Bridwell sponsored by Korean Air, and that was one of the best done OSLs ever. And they had the
the hangar and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
but were the players actually getting? Well, I mean, they didn't have to travel anywhere.
Well,
I mean,
back then,
they didn't have to go anywhere.
Back then, esports was basically in Korea, so
yeah, I agree. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. American Airlines or United or something, because that's the biggest expense for teams right now, right? Is the traveling? Yeah, I think
it's a very minor expense for airlines, so it would work out nicely.
Yeah, there's empty seats on every plane right now, so. What's another few esports players thrown on a plane, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Anything else on Twitter here? It says, "Ask Destiny why Beebs is not his mid lane."
Oh, Beebs! Maybe the next one. If we need him, if we have another opening, I'll ask Beebs if he wants to play.
Awesome. Hey, so what do you think of Stat Drive? I was gonna ask you that.
What do I think of what?
StatDrive.com.
Stat Drive? What?
Yeah. Did I tell you? You looked at this last week, right? Oh, okay, dude. Look at this. I gotta show you something. Tell me what you think of this. Like, especially your team, too.
.net.
Yeah, StatDrive.net. Let me show you. We'll probably be talking about this a little more on Climb the Ladder, but I kind of want to get Steven's opinion on this first. Okay, take a look at this. And tell me what you think of.
What the fuck? What is this shit?
It's a new organization that's like focusing more on the casual players.
Oh. That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Why do you think it's a disaster?
You can't have tournaments where you give prize money to people who aren't the best. The problem with trying to do a tournament where you give prize money to silver and gold people is it's impossible to weed out the Smurfs. It's not possible. There's no way. What's to keep, like, obviously I couldn't do it because I'm fucking famous, but if I was like a no-name person or whatever on the internet, I'm just like a random dude that plays League of Legends, okay? I'm in Diamond 4, a random guy that plays League of Legends. Oh, cool, this tournament came out. Hey, dude, like, you play, you've got a silver, my friend in silver, right? I'm gonna play for you in this tournament. It'll be awesome, right? I'll like make some mistakes or whatever and play, and it'll be fine. It'll be cool, right? And then you do that and you like win games. Like it's just a disaster waiting to happen, you know?
But look at the rule number 1, dude. What does rule number 1 say?
Oh boy, let me guess. No smurfing. Hold on. No cheating, hacking. Oh well, there you go. Never mind.
I just think it's great. I just think even the amount of money that you're giving those guys is just pretty amazing. I mean, if you look at StarCraft, go to StarCraft. So this thing is like I think this is a 6-month event. So the payout for this isn't like a single event. It's like a 6-month event. But still, like the payout for some of these for playing bronze and silver is more than the payout for Premier League for StarCraft. You finish like top 8 or something like that. It's crazy.
Damn, dude. Oh, whoa, I'm sorry. I was reading these left to right. I didn't even see. I thought first place was like, oh, this is actually like a lot of money. What the fuck?
What are you looking at? How are you reading it?
I'm just seeing the right column.
Oh, you're looking at the right. Oh, yeah.
I was dude, the right column.
Look at the first place, okay?
Holy shit. What the fuck?
Your team should be playing in this shit, dude. Okay, not this $300 bullshit, dude. Okay.
$7,000 for a team of bronze players? That's more money than 90% of professional players in every game will ever make in their life playing professionally. What the fuck? No, this is gonna get fucked. This is gonna be open to hella drama. Oh my god.
Yep, exactly. So. I wasn't sure if you knew about this or not.
There's no way, dude. Smurfs are gonna infest the fuck out. How are you gonna tell the difference between a Plat 1 player and a Diamond 1 player if the Diamond 1 player Smurfs in Plat 1 and doesn't, like, go super tryhard? Like, there's no fucking way. Like, nah. There's no way this is real. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there any way you could play? Can you think of any way to force it? Because, I mean, I can just give you my account. You know what I mean? It's not even, like, Smurfs and that sort of thing. Like, you could literally just play for me.
The only way to actually do this would be to have a thorough it'd have to be done in a LAN format, and then you would have to have a thorough investigation into each and every player to do it. And it's not feasible to do it. Like, you would have to literally find the quirks, you know? Like somebody who's watched me play a lot, and then they see me smurfing and platinum might be able to go like, you know, every single time this guy comes back to lane, he always stops and does golems, you know? And, like, I've seen him do it a few times, like, even before going to Dragon, like, he'll stop by and grab golems. That's kind of a Destiny thing, you know? Or like, finding, like, a lot of little quirks like that, you'd have to find over and over and over again. Like, it would take so much work to know. And, like, you know that I do that because you see me play for 8 hours every single day. But to find just random people who do that, like, that would be impossible to do. I can't even imagine the amount of work that would...
Yeah.
Went to that to prevent smurfing. It's not. There's no way.
I can't think of anything either. And I mean, is there any kind of thing at the end? Where, I mean, it doesn't even matter if at the end you make them come and do some kind of live LAN. I mean, that doesn't solve anything. It doesn't solve anything actually.
Famous, unless because like me, like you know what I look like. You know who I am. But
well,
like,
you still have to have ID. I mean, come on, you still have to fake an ID, and that's when you're going like crazy.
I have to fake an ID. Nobody knows your real name attached to your League of Legends account.
I mean, I can't remember League if I had a name or not. But I was talking mainly Blizzard. The Blizzard account, it does have a name associated with it.
No, it doesn't. It's just an email.
Is it just an email? I thought your profile had a name in it. No.
I mean, you can put a name if you want, but you don't have to. It's optional.
Yeah, it's optional.
It's optional. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So it's going to be the anonymous part of it's just too hard then. yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. It's just definitely not gonna spell out well for folks. And I mean the reason that it's kind of funny that they're putting all these numbers here, just these big numbers, right? And the kind of different part about this system is that when you register, you have to pay. Like there's registration fees, right?
Oh shit! What are they?
So
Whoa!
you're not that much. What do you mean?
$150 to register a team of diamonds?
Yeah. Like, well, wait, $150 per person, or
this shit has scam written all over it. In my opinion.
That's the real question here, is whether this is a scam or not. And
it's per person? Whoa! What the fuck?
Exactly.
So a team of 5 would cost $750 to holy shit!
Well, that's the only way they can, have prize money
well,
like
now
this.
these prizes are a lot less attractive now.
Well, not if you're a very confident team. It's got kind of pyramid feel to it, doesn't it?
Oh man, what if you've got some guy who's like diamond level player because he's got like 6,000 normal games played, but he's only bronze because he doesn't play ranked?
Yeah, it's kind of strange. I don't know. I don't know what to think about, because like when I see this stuff, it's of course it smells obviously wrong, but the thing is that I know some folks that are working with StatDrive and joining their team that are actually good people, and it's kind of surprising. Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, but so you're gonna play in it? Trio, you gonna play in this?
No.
Come on, bronze, dude. Bronze is fucking $20. I guess you. Actually, what are you right now in StarCraft? You haven't played in this season, right? Oh no, you played this past season.
Why didn't we throw out the Twitch payments on our topics to talk about today?
The Twitch payments? What Twitch payments?
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus. Oh God. Oh, we could talk about TL Plus. Did you see that?
What? Oh yeah, TL Plus. That's cute.
You think it's a good thing?
I guess it's just more money for Team Liquid.
Yeah, I don't think it's much of anything really. I mean, I guess you can avoid ads, but I think a lot of people. Unfortunately, a lot of people use ad blocker anyways, so that it's just not that big. And then these special forums and stuff like that, I'm not sure that's such a good selling point, but definitely supporting Team Liquid is probably the main thing. For
yeah,
that.
most def.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions, guys? Kind of last call for questions. See if any popped up on Reddit while we've been talking.
There's one about asking Destiny, will you be ready to compete at LCS at a high level when it starts? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard are you training for it right now?
8. I should be there. I'm thinking I should be there. How many months do I have?
I mean, it's just started not too long ago, dude.
I think I've got, as long as I've got like 4 months, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I think I think it's. How long were they? 6 months? How long are the seasons, guys? I forget. How long are the LCS seasons?
I don't know, like 6
No, I'm
months?
asking the viewers, man.
8
I know
months?
you don't
12
know.
months?
Jeez,
5 months.
5 months. 5 months. Okay, so you can you definitely fall within that.
Sure.
Good deal. Is that the only other question here? Let's see.
Was the transition to StarCraft from League hard? Could you transition back to StarCraft easily, or like would it also take some getting used to?
Going back to StarCraft would be really easy. The transition was very hard. MOBAs are very different than RTSs. MOBAs are like 5% mechanics, 95% game knowledge. RTS is like the opposite. It's like StarCraft is like 5 to 10% strategy and like 90% mechanics, so it's a big switch.
Good deal. Let's see. You sort this by new, actually. I can't keep looking at best here. Oh god, that newest question. Okay, well, I don't think... Well, here's something. Have you heard of prepared piano? It's changing the sound of a piano by putting objects on the string. Oh, okay.
So some people do these really crazy retarded recordings. What prepared piano is people attach these random stupid fucking trinkets to piano strings so that when they strike a key, instead of it sounding the note, you hear the string vibrate, and then whatever dumb trinket is on it will make a noise too. I'm sure that prepared piano could be very cool, but in my opinion, I've only ever seen it used by people like John Cage that produce garbage that shouldn't even be called music, and then they like try to make it sound all cool because it's prepared piano, and it's usually shit. It's my opinion. Sorry.
Well, somebody posted a link here. Here, check this out. Let's see if it's any good. Okay, what's he putting on there? Let's look at this. This is from NPR.
Oh,
it can't be too terrible.
I don't know. NPR can be hit or miss. Let's see.
What's he putting on there? What is that?
It's just like random trinkets and shit.
It's like a weight or something. That's too slow for me, man. This is... It just looks like he has his toolbox in there. Just inside of his piano. It looked like it was generating... Whoa, he's got like a battery. It looked like it was generating some timbre without him even playing anything.
I'm not sure. This might be pretty cool, actually. I don't know.
It sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know what those black things are right there.
Actually, this is pretty cool. I take back the mean stuff that I said. I have a really bad exposure to prepared piano because only atonal assholes abuse it to try to seem really like pretentious and shit.
Oh, that's cool how he's... Yeah, he's making that... Oh, whoops. That one note pluck with the... I think with the battery. What is that, man? Oh my gosh.
There's definitely a vibrator in there.
No, it's showing it. It's a bottle.
There's a little silver vibrator in there. I'm positive.
It's a bottle cap. It's a bottle cap with a piece of tape on it. Oh, are you talking about with the battery? Is that what you mean?
This is really neat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Kind of ruin your piano, wouldn't you?
Depends on how harsh you are on the strings. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, that's kind of what I would think. Fast forward a little bit, let me see. Yeah, those are all the things that he used? Okay. I mean, it's neat. It's just... I mean, why do this compared to just creating the sound yourself, you know? Mixing it in.
Because it's different. Calm down. Why? Don't say that.
No, I mean, because, you know, I know a lot of people that take just natural sounds, like a bird, like, chirping outside, and just record it real quick, and then just throw it in, you know? So
it's different. It's just, there's like a different feel, man. That'd be like saying, why record a string section when the sound libraries that exist with string sections are really good anyway? Just use that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there is some pureness to this type of sound.
Yeah,
but
it's the idea that you can make
is,
all of this in one take, in one
nothing.
recording with one piano. You know?
Yeah, I guess that's true. What is that thing? I still don't know what those black things are that he's using. It's not a magnet, is it? No way. It's generating sound though. Well, whatever. Okay, that's pretty cool, man. Definitely pretty cool. Who posted that? Thanks for posting that. Who was that? Oh, Fortune. Fortune posted that. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, I think we're out of questions. So, I think, is that it? Yeah. So, probably going to call it a show for this week. And so your match is going to be right after this, right?
What?
Your match is going to be right after this?
Yeah, hopefully, or maybe within an hour, hour and a half.
Cool. Good luck with that, man. Bring home that $300.
Hopefully. Well, $50? I don't know, because it's split between 5 people.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You can frame that check or that.
My first league money?
Yeah, that PayPal, PayPal deposit. Pretty much is probably what it will be.
So excited.
But okay, well.
I don't know if it's. I don't know if first is actually 300. That's why I said 50. I don't know if it's like 300 or 200 or 400. I don't know.
I see.
Sorry. Chad is getting mad about
which term is, or should people just watch it on your stream, or is there?
Hell no, they should go to CRT League or twitch.tv/CRT League.
All right, twitch.tv/. Yeah, I'll just put it here. Twitch.tv/CRT League. There we go. So check out Destiny and his team, trying to win. I guess win this finals that they're in, which will be really cool. It'll be cool seeing you compete in a lot more events, because
yeah, man, I just gotta find that team to do it, man.
I know, that's the hardest part. Okay, guys, well, hopefully, let me check on that video. Let me check, see if my video actually made it on my YouTube channel already, because if it did, then I'm gonna start doing this a lot faster and get this streamlined a lot more for you guys. Yeah, it's already there. So the first part of the show is already on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ChanmanV. Hell yeah. So go ahead and download that. I'm going to be uploading the rest of it once we get off here. Again,
have you seen that? Did you see at E3 that when Google announced their new IP, they were actually jumping into the console market? They created a game that's supposed to simulate what it's like to be the sole human survivor of a nuclear holocaust. You know what the game is called? It's called Google Plus. I'm sorry, I read that. I thought it was very funny. Okay, I'm done.
Jesus. Oh God.
I'm done.
All right, that's good. That's a good ending to this show. So check us out next week if you guys like the show.
Can I read one more? Can I read one more?
All right, one more.
September 11th, 2001. These were so relevant. These jokes are so relevant. We were talking about how Papa John's might not be the sponsors we want. On September 11th, 2001, Papa John's delivered 2 pizzas to the World Trade Center. They were 2 large planes. Holy shit.
Okay. All right. All right. You'll be able to find the VODs on YouTube. YouTube.com/ChanmanV. If you like this show, and any of my other shows, go ahead and follow the channel. It's a great way to get notified whenever the show goes live. And follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/ChanmanV. Twitter.com/Steven_Bonnell. And what's your Twitter, Trio?
Twitter/Chrysidia.
What is it?
But I'm gonna make a new one.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
It's just a private one so far, so I'm gonna make a new one.
Okay. Well, whenever you have a public one, let us know. We'll get folks to follow you too. But thanks, Trio, for obviously looking over all the questions and all that good stuff. It's much nicer. It's much easier on me to have you part of the show now. So very, very cool. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this week. So for ChanmanV, Destiny, and Trio, we will see you next time. Later.
Adios. Bye.
Bye-bye.